Hey everyone, welcome back to MLworks. In this video, we'll be discussing about Streamlit authentication because in the previous videos, we have built multiple generative AI application with Streamlit and one of which was personal RAG assistant. So today what we'll do is we'll be applying or we'll be creating a feature called Streamlit authentication on top of this app. So it is pretty straightforward. So what we'll do is first let me go down here where we have this note. So to create a Streamlit authentication, we'll be making use of Streamlit Authenticator library, which provides secure password hashing with the help of bcrypt, and then we have cookie-based session management, and we can also make use of login widget, which is provided by Streamlit, and then we'll be making use of a configuration file like YAML. Now to implement this, we have to install two packages. First is PyYAML and then Streamlit Authenticator. And then we'll be moving on to what the implementation aspect details. So first let me get into the virtual environment. So let me go here first. So first I'll be switching to the virtual environment, which is shows in the home directory I have deep agent, then bin activate. Inside this we have all the different packages. Now let me see whether I have this PyYAML or not. First pip show PyYAML. So let us see that if it is there. So I guess it is not present inside this environment. So we have to install PyYAML and then we also have to install Streamlit Authenticator. So since it is taking so much time, let me close it down. So pip install PyYAML and then we'll take it up here. Okay, it's already there. Okay, that's fine. So let me install then Streamlit Authenticator, and so this is getting installed. So once you install these two packages, then you can go ahead and create your auth.yaml, which will contain your credentials. And then we'll also talk about generate keys, which will be used for generating the hashed password. And then we'll go ahead and discuss about the personal RAG assistant, where we'll be using our login widget. So we have installed Streamlit Authenticator. So we can now run this existing code. So first let us discuss the auth.yaml. So here what we have is the credentials for our app. So it takes in the username admin, and for that specific username we have all these details. The admin has, this is the email, and this is the name of that admin, which is admin user, and this is the password, this is the hashed password. Now we also have cookie details. So once a user logs in, a session is generated or a session token is generated, which is nothing but your cookie, and it has certain expiry, it has certain key, and it has some name. So you can modify this expiry days to minutes also by turning this 30 days into some fraction value, and based on that it will be turned into minutes or days or seconds also. And then we have pre-authorized section where we have this emails where you can send the other users details as well here. Now what we can do is we can go and talk about how we have generated this password. So let me go here, generate keys. Inside this we import Streamlit Authenticator stauth, and we will be passing our password here. Now this password will be sent to our stauth.hasher, which will be taking in your list of password and generate the hashed passwords. And you can iterate over your hashed passwords and get the password and their corresponding hash values. And you can move this corresponding hash values to your auth.yaml and make use of it. So this is with respect to generate keys, and then we can move on to our personal RAG assistant, where we'll be using the auth.yaml and create the login page. So if I just minimize this, this is our personal RAG assistant, where we set the page config and then we start with the authentication first. So because whenever you run a Streamlit application, it will be running on a specific session, and that session needs to be authenticated first. So what we do is first we load auth.yaml and we get all the details with respect to the authenticator. like the credentials, cookie name, key, and expiry days. And once that is done, then we'll be having our login widget. In this login widget, you will be sending your username and password. And that username and password gets authenticated in the backend with the help of this authenticator object. Once that is verified, once the username and password is verified, it will change the state of your authentication status. So if it is true, then we'll be going ahead and showing the main application, which will be your personal RAG assistant. If it is not authenticated, then we'll be throwing some messages as mentioned here. So st.session state authentication status is false. Then we'll be saying an error like user and password is incorrect. And if the authentication status is none, then we say please enter your username and password. So if you don't send any username and password and you just click it, okay, then what will happen is it will again throw this specific warning. So this is pretty simple implementation. So what we can do is now we can run this specific changes that we have made. So first let me go to the specific folder, Streamlit apps and personal RAG assistant. Here I'll be running Streamlit run and personal RAG assistant. So that will spin up our server in the backend and it will be running on 8501. So this is the one, and you will notice it is running on localhost 8501. Let me take this aside and let's wait for the UI to come up. So this is the login page that gets shown when you run the app, and here you can pass in your username and password. So the username that was set was admin and password was admin123. If I just click this eye icon here, you will be able to see the password, and once I click login, it will log in into the app. So here what you can do is you can either upload a document and index it, and then you can chat with the document and then clear the collection. Otherwise, you can directly go ahead and log out. So one more thing, right? Since we are talking about cookies as well, so let me log in again here. Admin123. So let me log in. So here, if you notice, if I go and inspect this, somewhere in the network section or in the sources section, I will be getting my cookie details. So let me just check here. Cookie information on browser. So it will be present inside you inspect, use developer tools and to see the specific. So developer tools, is it present here? Elements. So yeah, under application, we have this cookie here getting generated. Okay, this is the cookie here as mentioned, right? So if you notice here, RAG assistant cookie, you will be noticing this expiry is on 21st of February. So today is 22nd of January after 30 days. Now if we can just look at the size, it is 167, I guess it is bytes. And then, okay, this is localhost domain. Okay, so that's the cookie information that we get here. And what we can do is, if you want to reduce the expiry from days to minutes or seconds, you can modify the YAML, which is here, and turn this 30 into point something to reduce it to minutes. So let me close this. One more thing, right? As I said, since session cookie has around 30 days of expiry, what will happen is if I close this, it won't log out. Now you can open it again, localhost 8501. It will be logged in because the session is already up and running, or it is active. The session is active. It is not expired. So it is still logged in. I'll just log out now and we'll be out of the application. So this is how you can set up your authentication in Streamlit app. Thank you for watching.